There is some new legislation being proposed here in Nevada that could really affect both property owners and their tenants. So what is it, and what do we need to know?
Big questions right there. Ashley Hawks and Wasim Faranesh are back with us from Black & Cherry Real Estate with those answers. Good morning, guys, and welcome back.
Good morning.
Hi, guys.
Hi, thank you
So
for having
Ashley, let's get right into this. What are these newly proposed Senate bills? We were just talking about that off camera. It's like, we don't know anything about it.
Yeah, tell us.
Sure. So there's actually two being proposed, both of which we feel would be absolutely detrimental to our industry overall. The first one, SB 151, is basically going to make evictions take longer to process here in Nevada. So if you have a tenant who's not paying rent, it's going to be a lot harder and take a lot longer to get them out of the property.
Oh boy.
Yeah. The second one, SB 256, has more than 10 proposed changes. Some of those include limiting late fees for tenants, requiring landlords to conduct walkthroughs with tenants prior to taking their personal belongings out of the property, and reducing the time that we have to refund security deposits. Right now we have 30 days, and they're looking to decrease that to less than half the time.
Wow, which is tricky if, before you can return a security deposit as an owner, you really need to thoroughly check the property and see what kind of damage was done. Yeah. So that's interesting. All right, so it sounds like from what you guys are mentioning, this bill really favors renters maybe and is not so great for landlords. Is that for owners? Is that the case?
I think when lawmakers proposed this bill, they were hoping to help tenants and maybe stop landlords that were taking advantage of the current laws, but we think it's going to hurt both homeowners and tenants, especially homeowners who depend on rents to pay bills and put food on the table. What I'd rather see, rather than new laws, I'd rather see the current laws that are already in place be better enforced.
So if you're someone at home just hearing this information for the first time like we are, how do people really voice their opinions on these bills and have them recognized by lawmakers?
So we're going to have a link on our social media page where people can either write in or phone into their state senators. This bill is going to affect millions of people here in Nevada, so it's really important to take the time, call in or write in and voice your opinion, whether you're for the bill or against the bill.
And I think it's important too to note that a lot of people, I think lawmakers maybe planned on this being positive for renters, and in all reality, it's going to be disastrous. So
why do you think so?
I think that it's going to force landlords into a box where they're going to be required to increase security deposits and impose more strict rental criteria to qualify for a home. So a tenant that may have been able to just slide by and get into a property will now be crowded out. And inevitably, that will increase homelessness in our community and bring on other negative impacts that I don't think we can even foresee yet.
That's interesting. And how long have you guys been working together?
We've been working together now for about 5-6 years. Black & Cherry's been around for 7 or 8 years or so. And all of our information's on our website for contact information. We were voted Best of Las Vegas in 2017
See it on the signs behind us.
Yeah.
Proud of that.
Oh, congratulations. That's
Thank
great.
you.
That
Going
must
for a
mean
three-peat.
Oh, are you? Yeah. Why not?
Well, when you hear about legislation like this, when you're in a city that's growing so much that we are, and new buildings are being constructed and more people are coming here, it's really stretching the fact that these things you really need to take knowledge of, and they can get that information from you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what we're experts in this field, and even if somebody's just calling just for advice or just to talk about it, they don't necessarily have to give us business. We're available.
Yeah, absolutely. And are you guys talking amongst yourselves? Is this a big topic of conversation amongst real estate agents right now here in the Valley?
Yeah,
this is like, hey,
absolutely.
Heads up, this could potentially happen.
Yes, big in our community, and it affects us property managers that are essentially working on behalf of landlords that are having to carry out these functions. And being that it is looking to be negative for both homeowners and renters, it's absolutely a priority right now.
And in case viewers may just be tuning in, what were the bills again, just so they hear it one more time, just so they know more of what they're voicing their opinions for?
Yes, those are SB 151 and SB 256.
Perfect, and all that information will be on their website. We have it there, right there on your screen.
And do we know when it's going to be voted about?
I believe that it's May. I believe that that's when they're voting.
All right.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys for sharing this information.
Thank you for having us.
Good to have you.
Black & Cherry Real Estate Group is located on West Horizon Ridge, east of Carnegie and Henderson. Basically, right next to Lindo Michigan. I know you've been there. Their number and website right there on your screen. Black & Cherry Real Estate is a proud sponsor of The Morning Blend.